Hi, I'm Coach Todd. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what type of trainer to buy for triathlon training. So we're at this season now. We're in the fall season. The temperature is starting to get cold and we need to move our training from outside to inside. So a lot of my new athletes always ask me, Todd, okay, so now I need to move my bike inside. What type of trainer do I get? There's so many different types of trainers out there. How do you know what type to get? So I'm going to give you a rundown on some of the different options out there, and then you can make a decision based on that. We're going to start with the first option. Is going to be this. So the first type of trainer we're going to talk about is a fluid trainer. So a fluid resistant trainer is one that works on progressive resistance. What that means is the faster you pedal or the harder you pedal, the more resistance the trainer is going to generate. So there's no levers for you to switch. Actually, you know what, on some of the different high-end models of this, you can get a handlebar mounted lever that will add some resistance. But the majority of these fluid resistance trainers, you just throw your bike onto the trainer, and then as you pedal harder, the resistance gets harder. The nice thing about this trainer is, one, it's very quiet. So if you have neighbors downstairs or upstairs, you're not going to bother them too much. And two, it's pretty close to actual riding outside. Let's move on to number two. So the second type of trainer we have out there is called a magnetic resistance. And how that one works is you're going to have a handlebar mounted controller, and that can add resistance. So if you want to go harder, you just flick the switch up and up and up. Typically there's 4 or 5 levels that you can flick it up. And I find that on this one here, a lot of the people that I have in my spin classes, I recommend getting a magnetic resistance trainer. The nice thing about a mag trainer that it's very quiet and that you can manually add the resistance. Let's go on to the third type of trainer we have out there. So now we're on to rollers. Now rollers are a great type of trainer. I like them a lot. There's no resistance. Well, some of them you can get an attachment for the resistance on the side of the roller, but generally there isn't a resistance on the rollers. Basically you take your bike, you pick it up, you put it on the rollers, and then away you go. And so you increase the tension by changing your gears on your bike. The nice thing I like about the rollers is that it really gives a good sense of balance. I find it really smooths out your pedal stroke, and you even get a bit of a core workout because you're moving back and forth from side to side, which you don't get from the other type of trainers. Okay, let's move on to the fourth type of trainer I'm going to talk about today. The fourth type of trainer we're going to talk about is the interactive trainer, and what these trainers are, they hook up the trainer to a computer. So then the computer is able to change the resistance of the trainer based on a specific program. So for me, what I use on my interactive trainer is called the computrainer, and so I can pick up many different courses and I can ride the courses. So when the elevation goes up, the computer signals the trainer to get harder, and when I go downhill, it's the same thing. It signals the trainer to go easier. And the cool thing about this is you can upload or watch different types of courses. You can save your effort from the previous week and race against yourself. So that gives you an extra bit of motivation there as well. So those are 4 types of trainers you can look at. The first one we have again is a fluid resistance. Then we have the magnetic resistance. We have the rollers, and then we have the interactive trainer. And so if you are a brand new triathlete getting into the sport, you don't have a lot of money to spend, I recommend going with a magnetic resistance. If you're someone who's been in the sport a couple of years and you want to really get stronger and get a better feel for the bike, and you're not afraid for adventure, try the rollers. I like the rollers a lot, and you know, once you get that skill down, not only will you improve your skills, but you're gonna impress a lot of your friends out there. If you can ride rollers, it's a pretty cool skill to have. And number 4 is interactive trainer, and again, that's a fantastic trainer if you do want to really simulate the course or to add a little extra motivation to your workouts. If you have any questions on what type of trainer to get, just pop me an email and I'll help you decide. That's it, and happy training.